guys.
Hello. Welcome to the Yellowjackets roundtable. Please remember to remain on mute unless you're called on, and introduce yourself before you ask your first question. Please no follow-up questions. Abe, you have the first question.
Hi, this is Abe Freetanzer from Awards Buzz.
Hi, Abe. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
So great.
Excellent.
I feel like as I'm watching this season, the more Jeff knows, the less helpful he is. He's very full if he doesn't actually know what's going on. Whereas Callie, the more she knows, she's better because she actually has a plan. How do you feel, that knowledge plays into your portrayal of your characters?
After you,
Okay.
sir.
I have so much fun with Jeff because he brings this suburban ideology with him into this story. And he wants to come back to these, all he wants to do is get back to the familiar streets that he's used to. And you've got this insidious, regression back into a very dangerous series of events that he can't seem to work out in his naivete and his gullibility as much as he'd like to, how to solve this problem. I think it creates a lot of great drama and good scene work with Melanie and Sarah.
I think that's very true. I've had so much fun with you this
Yeah.
season, you and Mel. I love that Callie is kind of on a even clearer mission this season. For Callie, I feel like if season 2 is about finding more out about her mom, like what she could, that is definitely still part of season 3 and Callie's journey. But Callie's also looking, in a way, she's more determined to get answers, to be able to look inward and understand herself better. And so I love how that's added to her drive to find out as much information as she can. And I've really enjoyed playing that out. Trying to help Callie hopefully get some answers this season and see all the different tactics that she uses and that I get to utilize as an actor through that. And again, I get to have more antics and hijinks with this guy and with Mel, and it's been a blast.
Steven, go ahead, please.
Steve Persikowski, Awards Radar.
Hi, Steve.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Fans are endlessly coming up with theories. Do
They
you
are.
still have theories of your own, or do you know where this series, leads for you? And if you don't know, do you worry about your characters? Because the writers do not seem to mind killing people off and putting them on the dinner table.
That's true. That's true.
I am low-hanging fruit. I'll admit it. My character certainly is. Yeah, I think theories are great, and it's amazing to still see so many of them because the timelines keep informing each other as the series continues. The past informs the present. You're able to go back and sort of have this multi-dimensional understanding of where these characters are going to end up, even though they don't know where they're going to be. So that constant engagement of the audience's imagination kind of makes sense that they want to keep cooking up theories.
Absolutely. I don't delve into it too much, but I love peeking or when the fans are reaching out on social media and sharing their theories with me. That's so much fun. Sometimes when I'm reading the scripts as we go, I'll be thinking about theories of my own, rarely having to do with my own character. I really just enjoy, again, our writing and our team on our show is so good that every time a new script comes in, I'm just excited to know what's truly happening next. But I can definitely relate to what you're asking, and this is such a gift for me to work on this show, and so the feeling just at any moment is just let's just not send Callie off to college. We don't need to do that. She can just
That's a spinoff.
yes,
Hang on to
let's
that.
not. Yeah, I'm good right here.
Well, we have a theory that we have discussed. I don't know if we can talk about it. About a certain who, if someone were to die, what would be the most poetic way for this morality play to end?
Yes.
I don't know if we can
I
dive
don't think
into
we're
that right
allowed
now.
to share.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's not fair.
We're just gonna tease you instead.
Thank you.
Deus, go ahead, please.
Hi, I'm Days from Inverse.
Hi.
Hi, Deus.
I don't think it'd be a Warren Cole interview before somebody mentioned the book club, so I'm
course.
gonna
What?
take that honor.
No, please do it. Please do it.
I'm not a dancing bear, okay? I'm not
I'm sorry, I
anybody's
apologize.
marionette.
I can't believe I did that. I'm so sorry. Your question.
Yes, this season, is there a book club or last resort moment for you? And Sarah, do you think that Callie has a book club moment this season?
I didn't know book club moment was going to be a moment when we did it. Because we can find these gems, and sometimes you'll read something in the script and be like, it's going to be tough to mess that up, like the book club line, because it was such an efficient line where it was, what it said about Jeff, how it buttoned up the moment and the season. But I can't think of anything in particular. You mentioned something when we were talking here, but the editors can put something together that you didn't even know was going to be such a payoff.
Right.
So I'm excited to see what might catch on.
It's true. In terms of like a book club moment of like really grabbing the audience, and like again, Warren is so funny in that moment. Yeah, Warren has plenty of moments this season, like in a similar vein. He's just so talented, and like his natural reactions and inclinations to things. Like the fans will be very satisfied with that this year. But
We have a scene
we do.
that might have some moments.
Yeah, you're right. We do. We very much do.
There's some rich soil.
Yes. And then in terms of, for Callie, if there's a moment of that this season, I think, like, what I take your question to mean, all I can say is, I think so. I think she does.
We're playing coy.
Gig, go ahead, please.
Yes, Warren, Sarah, you're great this season. You're great in the past seasons, and
Thank you.
and in this playing in the present tense compared to the other cast that's actually in the past. When you watch something like Yellowjackets and watch the other cast playing themselves in the wilderness, do you wish that you had those roles or those scenes in the wilderness running around or anything like that?
I think I would just say that everyone is so perfectly cast.
Yeah.
There's definitely no part of me that's like, oh, I wish I was playing that part. Everyone is so talented and so perfect in the roles that they have. I think I would just say that, you know, selfishly, of course, sometimes I'm like, what if Callie just time traveled because I want to work with these incredible people too? I just want to have it all. So in that sense, yes. But otherwise, I think that, yeah, everyone is in their right place.
I haven't gotten to meet. Jeff has been represented a couple of times in the younger storyline. I haven't had a chance to really groove with any of those actors.
Right.
I'm a little jealous of that exercise that they get to have, the rest of the cast gets to have, but the egocentrist in me likes owning it and being responsible for an entirety,
Yeah.
pretty much, of who Jeff is and what his backstory was.
Mm-hmm.
Well said. Thank you.
Thanks.
Jazzy, go ahead, please.
I'm Jazzy. I'm from the Antler Queens podcast.
Hi, Jazzy.
Big fan, both of you. So far in the series, we've explored very little of Jeff's trauma. He believed for over a year that two people that he loved very much died in a horrific manner. And then when he found out one of them managed to survive, she is unbelievably traumatized. Will we see more exploration of Jeff's trauma in season 3? And will Shauna realize that she's not the only member of her family that's hiding in interior darkness?
I think we're going to discover a lot of things about that maybe we didn't know about Jeff. You know, maybe he started out as just kind of partially on the plate there and just a reactive character, but the more he's allowed to try to affect the current events, we might find that he's a bit of a drama queen himself, you know, like he really is.
I love that you
Like, it's
yourself are
unbelievable.
saying that.
And it's so much fun to play that and to dive into it and be allowed to do that
Yes.
with what they're giving me.
Yes.
Because it works.
Yes, and it's incredible to act across from that. It's the best. And yeah, I think to add to that, I would just say, yes, as this show goes on, we get to dive into all the characters in a deeper way. And so we just get to see, I feel like I can confidently say with Jeff and Callie, we get to see more of their complexities this season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Thank
some
you
good
so much.
stuff.
Sarah, go ahead, please.
Name twin.
I know. Sarah with that hashtag show, we both have H's. So.
Yeah. Yes.
As we know, this show is all mystery. You can't say too much, but at this point we've had murder, cannibalism, affairs. Like every season, this show has amped it up. So what can you tease for the audience that's coming into season 3 of what they could even possibly expect? How are we raising the bar?
How are we raising the bar?
They're managing to do it.
They are, absolutely.
As each season progresses and you sympathize a little more and get to know each of the characters that much more, to have tragic events involving those characters happen, I think, is always shocking, even if there's already been a menagerie of sinister events that have gone
Yes.
on up to this point.
And I think even having the lighter, as we continue with the lighter moments too, the moments of levity, the comedic aspects, I think it's just like as the show goes, as we develop the characters, your relationship to them grows and you become even more invested. So I think even just the nature of being more invested in the characters, do not get me wrong, the bar keeps getting higher and we will deliver. But yeah, we're just so invested at this point. I feel like you can't help but. It's a wild ride. It's a wild ride this season.
Yeah, it won't disappoint.
Thank you so much.
Hi, Dorian, are you there? Are you in the Zoom? All right, for now, we'll move on to Abe for a follow-up.
I appreciate the fact that you guys have given very cagey answers to all of our questions and still given us something interesting. Is there do you have meetings as part of the show in terms of what you can and can't say? Or do you feel like you're sort of out there and, putting your jobs at risk? Because you could do something that could blow the whole season for everyone.
The meetings are very succinct.
Yes.
In regards to that?
They're concise and they're there. And no, I don't feel like I'm in a Tom Holland Marvel situation.
No.
Which is good. I feel more relaxed than that,
More and more, even with auditions, everything's an NDA or the dummy sides. It's just always this implication that, don't spoil anything ever any of the time. So it's a little osmotic when it comes to doing press, too. Talk, but don't say anything.
I honestly just have fun. Again, so much happens in our show all the time that even though we can't share much with you, there is so much to tease. So I honestly just enjoy teasing you guys. It's fun.
We could just riff here. And
yeah,
you
we
could
can
just
riff
listen
for as
and
long as you want.
Something might spill out.
Hi, Dorian Parks, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry about that, guys.
All good.
I'm not sure if it was asked already, but since we are on season 3, if you could describe this season in only using 3 words, what would those 3 words be?
Oh my goodness.
Fun. That's mine.
Fun. Okay, absolutely. I'm also gonna go with traumatic. We love some traumatic fun. Fun, traumatic. What's the third word?
Pernicious.
Warren, what is pernicious? What does it mean?
I heard it used once, and I just thought it was really a pretty word.
Okay, great.
So
I'm gonna look it up later.
You're
welcome. Where are you? Just a disembodied voice.
Yes. It was nice to hear you.
Bob Fosse.
All right, folks, that's all we have time for this roundtable today. Thank you all for coming. Please say your goodbyes and exit the
Nice
Zoom
to
room.
meet you all. Have a great day.
Thank you so much.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Thanks for the tease.